I am Gurjit Singh. Welcome to Radio Bharati. Let's begin with the top news headlines of the day. Parliament passes Women's Reservation Bill seeking to reserve one third of seats for women in Lok Sabha, state legislative assemblies, and Delhi Assembly. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha adjourned sine day after passage of the landmark bill. Canadian MP Chandra Arya hits out at Khalistani terrorists. Nepal Electricity Authority exports power worth over rupees 5.43 billion to India. RBI proposes changes in instructions dealing with willful defaulters. US stock index futures decline as treasury yields jump after Fed hints hike. In wrestling, India's Antim Pangal wins bronze medal at World Championships in Serbia, also secures Paris Olympics quota. Sanju Samson wasn't selected by selections committee for the World Cup squad. Now, news in detail. The Parliament has passed the Constitution 128th Amendment Bill 2023, which seeks to reserve one third of the total number of seats for women in the Lok Sabha, state legislative assemblies, and Delhi Assembly. The historic Women's Reservation Bill, which is called Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam, was approved by the Rajya Sabha cooperatively yesterday. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar announced that the passage of the bill after a division of vote with 214 members voting in support of the bill and none against. The Lok Sabha passed the bill on Wednesday with 454 members voting in favor of the legislation and 2 against it. Both the Houses of Parliament adjourned sine die last night, bringing to an end the special session of the Parliament. After the passage of the Constitution 128th Amendment Bill 2023, the Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar adjourned the House sine die. Later, the Lok Sabha adjourned sine die following the passage of the resolution on the success of Chandrayaan 3 mission and other achievements of the nation in the space sector. Speaking about the legislative business conducted in the Lok Sabha during the special session, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla said 4 sittings were held in which members of parliament devoted 31 hours discussing various subjects. Canadian MP Chandra Arya today hits out at the Khalistani terrorists and gangsters. In a video message, Mr. Arya also condemned the attack on the country's Hindu community by the pro-Khalistani group Sikhs for Justice President Gurpatwant Singh Pannu. He said that the attack on the Hindu Canadians is further escalating due to the glorification of terrorism in the name of freedom of speech and lack of action against the Khalistani leader. He also urged the Hindu Canadians to remain calm but vigilant. Nepal Electricity Authority exported power worth over rupees 5.43 billion to India in the first 2 months of the current fiscal year. In the first and second months of the fiscal year, NEA supplied electricity to India worth rupees 1.95 billion and 3.48 billion respectively. The monthly average selling price was rupees 8.13 paisa per unit and rupees 12.27 paisa per unit respectively, and the average rate of 2 months is rupees 10.37 paisa per unit. During the rainy season, the surplus power generated is exported to India on the day ahead market DAM of India Energy Exchange Limited IEX. Around 110 megawatts of electricity has been exported to the Indian company NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited as per the midterm electricity agreement. The Central Electricity Authority under the Ministry of Power, India has allowed the import of 632 megawatts of electricity from Nepal. Reserve Bank of India has proposed changes in the instructions dealing willful defaulters. In a press release, the RBI said willful defaulters must be defined as someone who has an outstanding amount of 25 lakh rupees and above, and those who refuse to pay their loans despite having the capacity to pay. As per the revised guidelines, lenders will have to identify and label defaulting borrowers as willful defaulters within 6 months of an account turning non-performing. It adds that willful defaulters shall not be eligible for restructuring. The RBI said banks must set up a review committee and allow the borrower up to 15 days to make a written representation, as well as a chance for in-person hearing if needed. However, once an account is identified as a willful defaulter, banks should not grant additional credit until a year after the tag is taken off. US stock index futures declined as growth stocks took a hit from a jump in treasury yields after the Federal Reserve held interest rates steady while hinting at another hike this year. The Nasdaq Composite Index slumped 1.5%, the S&P 500 slipped 0.9%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Index fell 0.2%. Young Indian wrestler Antim Pangal secured a bronze medal in the women's 53 kilograms category at the ongoing World Championships at Belgrade in Serbia. She also secured the Paris Olympics 2024 quota for India. 19-year-old Antim defeated two-time European champion Emma Jonah Denise Malmgren 16 to 6 in the bronze medal bout. Cricket fans expressed a great deal of dissatisfaction and discussion over Sanju Samson's absence from the India team for the ICC ODI World Cup 2023. Samson has played 13 ODIs so far, amassing 390 runs at an average of 55.71 in that time. Despite having a good average, Sanju was not chosen by the selection committee for the World Cup, which will begin on October 5th. That's all for the day. Stay tuned for new updates and like, share, subscribe to our channel Radio Bharati. Thank you.